watching your cutscene.
Butchered them, and they
Hilarious. Only his head's
mutated
there.
into savages willingly, so they could
Let's see
fight
what's wrong
back.
with Woodblades. Woodblades is fine.
I'm done
Look at synapses though.
with all this. Whatever's waiting for you on that
Just
ship,
moving around.
I want no part of it.
Tiago, you can't leave us now.
I thought you weren't a deserter.
What they did to August's people.
No artistry whatsoever to be found here, unfortunately. I'm just not that artistic. But I do a pretty good hair flick. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
You don't need.
I hate that. I know that you did that and I didn't even have to see it.
Oh, it's Spawn Vulture, you potatoes. So lovely Nikoko grabbing that first. Super speedy. You inspired me. Got myself some Costricza. And some other interesting stuff. Let's get to it.
You've got something for me?
Oh. Permanently reduces fall
I
damage
hope
by
you are
5%.
satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I don't know about that. People doing high intensity math?
Doesn't it, Bob? That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
My prognosis has improved on my broken leg.
I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
I had a girlfriend named Noelle once. Hey, Ramir. How was the workout today? Seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh gosh, no. I mean that's flattering, but really.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He doesn't know when to stop.
Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
So I said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Perfect.
Right. So you've seen the library, obviously.
Wow.
Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago.
Another round of invoices coming in soon.
It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
Okay. There's main and then there's like factional things. Okay.
I am at your service, Captain.
Alright, Vasco. Actually, speaking of which.
Captain, now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Cool. Yeah, I could definitely use more conditioning, it seems. Outpost development? What do you mean?
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
Sounds useful. Give it a shot.
The blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your
Yeah, I'm being
watch.
ridden until I see
It
stars.
will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo. It is even possible to.
What kind of advanced structures could I build?
The scan booster is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to.
Hey, Sunshine, I thought you'd be out on a hot date by now.
Of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing. A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts you have built.
Get it all dolled up. How do I know if a planet has the resources I need?
A planetary scan will reveal the presence of key inorganic resources, although rarer elements will be harder to find without training. And while a scan may detect the presence of life on a planet, you will have to analyze the native plants and animals yourself to know what compounds they produce.
Sick. Where's Noelle? Where'd she go?
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Only one. Janitor's closet. Conference room.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet.
Pretty swanky.
So maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
Wow, fancy. Okay, so I can store stuff in here for some crazy reason. This cannot be opened. I guess I'm not allowed to steal other people's stuff. Very disappointing. I should get one of these. Adjustable dumbbells, hell yeah. Science! It's kind of cool. Why are there pillows everywhere? Okay, I guess we'll explore the last of this place and then go bug Sarah. Yoink. What's up here? Oh. This is literally leaving the place. It's definitely not as nice looking as a Cyberpunk once you go outside.
I am at your service, Captain.
It's good, I guess.
Hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Do you miss Barrett?
Of
My primary function has been to support and protect Barrett during his travels. I am currently unable to do so. That is as capable as I can be of missing anyone. I believe Barrett would find your question amusing.
I'm glad you take your job seriously.
My methods of achieving my primary goals are dictated solely by my programming and are not subject to the same whims as humans. Even if I wished it, I could not approach it any other way. Also, I am incapable of wishing.
Womp womp. How long have you been part of Constellation?
I arrived along with many material goods purchased by the group's previous chair, Malcolm Livingstone. Despite several significant system replacements and upgrades, I have been online for 43 years.
Spicy. I'm using you on my crew, Vasco.
Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Alright, I've got crew management. Review and change the assignments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills. Okay. Confirm, I guess. Oh yes, skills. What the hell does this do? I don't have any outposts. It's weird. The base building system is going to take some effort to figure out, I think.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
Back to the Eye. So where'd that other guy go? The anti-personnel coachman. What the heck is that? Rare shotgun, 52 in the grill. Punchy. Actually, what was that other thing? It was just a laser rifle, right? Oh, don't think I actually care. Space suit workbench. I have no mods. Wait, you need a cosmetic thing? Interesting. So that stuff that I've found is actually useful sometimes. Thanks a lot, Robert. So what's classed as a cosmetic? Is it the landmark? Okay, this thing? Or is it the bottle? Alright, for the sake of science, let's go ahead and give it a go. Am I even... yeah, okay. Let's see what it devoured. It didn't use anything. Is it just like toothpaste or something? Industrial workbench allows you to create basic manufactured components. Oh, okay. So this is where things like the adaptive frame come from. Interesting. All right. Oh, those things I actually discovered when I was out and about are usable. Okay, okay. So I probably want to be able to make an industrial workbench at some point. At least if I'm going to try to be self-sufficient to any level. So if I look at the skills that are available, we look at like science or tech. So tech is almost purely ship related, I guess. All right. Oh, I can make drugs? Amazing. Snake oil. Treats brain injuries. This is probably worth getting a couple of. Seeing as I have a bad habit of breaking my legs. In fact, let's take a look at my status. If I can remember how. Oh, there we go. I no longer have a broken leg. Amazing. What else is down here? Forever Human, February 2nd. Oscar Rodriguez, Lizzie Thompson, Yan Lee, and introducing Timothy Mamet. 2 dates for Darla 4. So this cosmetic supply box, is this actually a thing? I'll go check the industrial thing again. The well. What the hell's that? This place is moist. What's up, Tinkin' friends? How many people did you murder? A lot? Perfect. A utility knife, a cutting board, and a lot of blood. Requires a key. 3 hours on the first place. Yeah, I spent a lot of time hunting down every little thing. The heck is this? I'm gonna have to remember this. I'm not a master locksmith yet. Wasn't the industrial workbench? I want to mess around with the spacesuit. No, okay, that's not a cosmetic then. Nope, that's also not what I wanted to mess with. There we go. Berserker Equinox. It'd be nice if I could get an improvement in the recoil. The recoil's really freaking bad on this. Maybe I don't actually really care, to be honest. Do I really want to blow some helium on a laser sight that I'll probably never care about? Actually, I really should modify the cutter now. Think about it. I can't do anything on it anyway. Well, so much for that idea, I guess.
Something you need?
No, not from you. Not yet, anyway.
Greetings, Captain.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Wow. That was an apology. You can do better.
I am sorry I besmirched your chosen profession and made assumptions about your character. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, man. Just... I hope the drinks are at least free.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place
time to get
stay,
wasted.
the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Matteo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Imagine this whole alien artifact thing just ends up being some toy. Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
I haven't hit my head recently, if that's what you're asking.
Not exactly, no. But I suppose it doesn't matter. You saw something. Barrett saw something. That's an unlikely coincidence. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Alright.
Until next time.
Later, nerd.
We've always considered ourselves explorers. This really is uncharted.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I need another drink. BRB! Alright. Let's talk to Sarah. Also, we have activities for things I've already done. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie.
I'm listening. So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
You wanna go for a drink? What is Constellation? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely
I
have a
require
laser
you to
cannon
eat a
built
bar
into
of
a
soap,
hull.
Cat Jam.
My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resource to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Alright. Legwork never quite pays off the way you expect.
You've done this before, eh? Wise words. If we watch each other's backs, we'll be fine. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us.
With indiscriminate
I'm going to be
murder!
sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
You're totally right, Cat Jam. I have no idea what I'm doing. What do I get out of this anyway? Constellation have a salary?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Got it. You and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
I got it. Oops. What do you mean? Your car is still like I don't get caught?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
Alright. Sounds good.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis.
Not a chance in
shall we?
hell, Cat Jam. Not a chance in hell. Well, that's fine. You know, Ramir is allowed to do what Ramir wants to do with his own stream. Totally fine. Ooh, do I not actually have any material for something here? Okay. How's it going, Hydran? Is it or a mod? Craft or modify, okay. Well, let's just make some drugs.
Nice work. What else are you going to make?
Supply meds. Yep. We can complete a research project. We'll do that later. You require drugs?
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts.
Is this guy
That
religious?
doesn't sound crazy, does it? Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here.
You can do space drugs, yeah.
Theological scholar by
Just
trade,
like
but
dry
now
up space worms and crunch them into a powder and
like
snort it.
it's really good to have you with us.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Cat Jam. These artifacts all came out of caves.
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history?
It's like the Ark of the
collecting
Covenant.
dust?
What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something.
The
I
plot
don't think that's a coincidence.
is we were part of a mining
Did it feel
outfit
like it
that
was
was
trying to tell you
contracted to
something?
find some
I don't wanna
artifact that was
necessarily
warping
use the
gravity.
words divine revelation, but
We then delivered
You know,
said artifact
if the
to
label
a
fits.
secret society of sorts that is focused on exploring the edges of the universe, and they are very interested in what these artifacts are, and they are very interested in finding any other artifacts that connect to the existing artifacts that they have discovered. Maybe I'm just going crazy.
you're not, okay? Barrett saw something too, and believe me, if he was willing to admit to it, it was a big deal. Just remember that you're not going through this alone. We're right here with you. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from
It
human
was literally
history.
a cat jam.
I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common.
I know, it
and
kind of
was
looks
invited
like
to join
a
Constellation.
Halo, to be honest. When the Reaper's going to appear, yeah.
Take care of yourself.
It kind of does look like a Halo or, you know, a Relay. You can kind of see where it's going. Well, sapient aliens? So far, I haven't seen any sapient aliens. It's just a bunch of humans and weird xenomorphs. $20 Nordics. God. My hamstrings hurt just thinking about it. Am I super overburdened or am I just fat? Just fat. Okay. You require Mass Effect 4? I never did play the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect, but I just don't see the point. You're required to be good? I think you're asking for too much, man. BioWare is dead anyway.
Protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
Can't be a part of this.
Ah!
This is murder. You're on your own.
More drugs. I'm just gonna handle their throwing away their lives and such a thing. That was ages. All right.
And to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
Then I'm proud to welcome you to the Vanguard. Now, you all have your assignments. Get out there and show them what the use
Supra
is made
et
of.
ultra.
Supra et ultra.
Super and
See
ultra.
that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees? Sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space
I mean, it
explorer.
is Fallout in
Hey,
space.
you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Maybe later. We have Constellation business to discuss first.
All right, all right. Can't blame me for trying.
What's
right?
up, Psych?
I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play.
I'm living my bougiest life.
Here's what I got.
It's okay. I just skipped avocado
Vanguard
toast for one
volunteer
day.
by the
We're
name
good to
of
go.
Marauder. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol System. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Who's this Moira?
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
What's wrong with the Sol System?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
We'll talk to him. I'm sure we can make him a good offer for it.
Sol System is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moira will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Did Moira say where he found this ornament of his?
You'll have to ask
Is this
him.
gone? I have no
The
idea.
Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that.
Anything you can tell me about Sidonia?
Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red.
I'm voicing the lines, man.
Like.
A bar in a spaceport. Sounds like home.
It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
How do I refuel this thing? Better question is, what status is it in anyway?
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
Gotta get up to get down. I really don't want to join the Vanguard. Let's talk to this scientist near the tree who's losing his mind. I'm sure it does not fit you very well. Helium super powerful? I mean, it's kind of a nerd.
To think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted.
The shootout was a fever dream, yeah. You seem to be staring at a tree.
I am not staring, I am analyzing. This is important xenobiological work.
Oh, Sarah's doing the Instagram pose there.
I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar?
I mean, if you
with
want to
this
pull a
particular
Hindenburg, sure.
Do you understand its importance?
I've passed by this particular tree many times, and honestly, I never gave it a second thought. Does it hold some sort of special significance?
Finally, somebody understands. Unless, wait, you're not mocking me, right? People. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If
Showing off the butt.
Gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
I might be interested if there's something in it for me.
A mercenary, huh? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So, are you on board?
I'd love to help.
Well, that's... Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
All right. So we go get these things.
Working at the Office of Interstellar
This guy's clearly doing drugs. Jesus. That hairstyle with the vest. Amazing. I should get something like that. Biosensor 1 acquired. Is a meth dealer? Yeah, maybe. Man, we gotta work on our cardio. Speaking of which, my weightlifting. Still got a bunch of running to do. Is this some hospital?
I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. You're seeing the doctor. That's it.
Maybe some other time. I have that report that's due.
I talked to your boss. She agreed that you need to take care of yourself. I know it's tough, honey, but a lot of times the earlier they catch something, the better it is.
You're right. I know you're right. I just wish they wouldn't keep us waiting so long. The procedure is low risk, but that still means risk.
Okay. Let's see what kind of drugs we can steal from people. Wow, this is the tiniest office ever.
There are a few injuries that can't be addressed here. If you walk in, you will almost assuredly walk out. Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you. Well, you've certainly come to the right place.
What kind of drugs does this guy sell? All kinds of fun. How can I sell this nerd? Nothing that really matters. Almost assuredly.
Take care of yourself.
Nothing is guaranteed. We decided the best way to solve your problem is to amputate your leg. You will be hobbling out, not walking out. Oh, we can style up.
Please let me know if I may assist you.
Oh, baby, look at this. Man, this is high fashion. Wow, amazing. Look at that. It's like this lapel has been elongated and is open, you know, and it's providing an invitation to, you know, let yourself into the heart of the individual wearing this slick jacket with a slight, you know, asymmetrical composition just for that extra gravity for the eye. You know, you can go extra swanky.
You won't find a larger array of options in all the settled systems, I guarantee you.
Fantastic.
I'm sure I have something for you, no matter your tastes.
I'm not sure I really get fashion.
I will tell you a secret. I'm not sure anyone really does. Some act like they have it all figured out, and I admit I am guilty of that myself from time to time. There are, I suppose, a few actively trying to steer the herd, but most are just content to run at the front of the pack and act like they know where it's going. At the end of the day, you must feel comfortable in what you wear. If it speaks to you, what anyone else thinks doesn't matter.
It's a good lesson. Let's see what you got.
I'm sure you'll be satisfied with the selection.
Perfect. Oh, an executive suit. Fashionable. A formal slack suit. Amazing. A green fashionable suit. Neo City Corp wear. That's not bad, actually. Oh, a dress? Hell yeah. Plus 5% persuasion chance? Not actually awful. Might have to get something. Oh. What do you think, chat? gotta get ourselves one of these fancy outfits. Pretty slick.
I'm glad you came in.
All right, let's increase the sex appeal. Hell yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Orion Tower. Yoink. What's the next biosensor? Straight out, I guess. Ask about Mora in Sidonia. Okay. Something to do while we're here. We have a skill point right now, too. Open 49 hours. That makes total sense. Athena Tower. So what's the quest that I'm supposed to talk to somebody out? Centaurian Arsenal.
I'm sure you already know there's no one-size-fits-all solution for personal firearms. Welcome to Centaurian Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word.
I take this all pretty seriously.
Is that a surprise? These are potentially matters of life and death we're talking about here.
What would you recommend?
Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking. I have my own personal favorites, but I wouldn't presume to know yours. Tell me, were you to find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon, what suits you best? Something
Rocket
up close
launcher.
and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a consideration?
It's just easier if everything explodes.
I see. Well, I'm afraid grenades are not something we carry. The liability is just a bit too high. But there is the Bridger by Laredo. It's not a personal choice of mine, but it might well be what you're looking for. Only the finest collection of armaments in...
All right. I want to sell some stuff first because I am literally never using the Berserker thing. I really like the idea of the shotgun, to be honest, and I'm kind of disappointed with my choice of pistol, but we've made our choices. That's how it's going to go. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we got. The Assassin's Calibrated Kraken. Marksman. AA99. 27,000 credits. What the? Well, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Just saying. Ammo on the other hand might be on board. Okay. Let's see. We got just treat yourself. Maybe some of that 6.5, right? The 6.5 and 0.27.
There's nothing. Nothing. Please, take a look.
That was expensive. Wait, what the hell's the difference? I don't get it. Alright. I bought all the ammo in the universe. If this isn't enough ammo to do what I need to do, I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong. One is the Kirkland brand. What's up, Mad Squirrel? Hey man, bullets are bullets.
I remember doing the same damn thing with my parents. So after an hour...
I don't want to take transit. Disgusting. Just keep locating the biosensors for now. Oh, I didn't actually do it. How's it going, Mr. Squirrel? Oh, looks like I kind of need to use this anyway. Let's check out this transit car anyway. Too bougie for the public space train? I mean, when it smells like vomit. Kind of want to avoid it. The Valberg.
Reliable people to help the guard. Contact them if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Okay. Terraberry coffee.
Another derelict vessel has been found.
Who's this?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too?
Oh, am I?
I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
No, you found wasn't beeping, was it?
Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Goddamn kids always screwing with stuff.
Can't go in.
Ugh. Ah! This is why we have jetpacks. Yeah. It's Fallout in space. If you like Fallout, you'll like this game. If you don't like Fallout, you won't like this game. It's super easy.
I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also,
I already
if you
want
hear
to
about a
slap
corporate
her.
account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
Is Fallout spooky? No. You bought an egg from a kid recently. I need it.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it?
Sensitive scientific equipment. Very important.
Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience.
Is it buggy at all? Fall damage is a little weird. I jumped off of a mountain and you kind of just wander for a little while. And then all of a sudden the game remembers that you fell off of a cliff. Your leg breaks and you ragdoll. But other than that, I haven't encountered anything yet.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It is a Bethesda game though, so I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? Let's see what you have for sale.
Oh, well, certainly.
Certainly. We have a bunch of ammo, which is wild. The N67 smart gun. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm out
You're
of here.
always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
It's funny, I can just wander on in. Who cares, I guess. There are some things I don't understand just yet, so we'll see. Chef school, yeah.
You're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the finest, most reliable gear for whatever adventure.
Be nice if I could grow a full beard like this
All
guy.
our products come highly recommended by individuals who have devoted their lives to distant travel. And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything we offer.
That's not very reassuring.
As I've said, I wouldn't sell anything that hasn't been recommended by frequent travelers. And of course, if they're frequent, that means their equipment is working.
You've really never been to space? I'm calling it school, chef school. It's just chef school, man, in the future. This is 2330.
I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet at all times. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. Can't get those in space either.
Get a lot of repeat customers?
I do. In this line of work, it's essential, don't you think? Not seeing people come back would not only suggest that they're not satisfied with our business, but that whatever they purchased had failed, leaving them unable to return. I would not be able to sleep at night if I thought that were the case.
But you can sleep during the day.
Please do. I hope we have something that...
I don't even know what I want, to be honest. This is all just like low-end trash. A drilling rig. Rare manufactured component used as a component in crafting. Okay.
Good luck on all your adventures.
What's the new bar feeling compared to the old one? The new bar is way better. It's really hard to describe, but it's mostly in the knurling. Like the knurling is really spicy.
Wow.
The funny thing is the bar feels heavier, which maybe implies that the one that I had wasn't weighted properly. Yeah, way better grip. You're hungry enough to eat 3 Chipotle burritos right now? I mean, you probably feel disgusting after that. Go for it, man. Who am I to stop you? I've never actually eaten at Chipotle. Because it doesn't exist in Canada. Let's just follow the waypoints. Yoink. Canadian burritos? Yeah. Maple syrup and Canadian bacon? And contrary to popular belief, we don't drench everything in maple syrup, man. I haven't had maple syrup for maybe like a year. I do have bacon in my fridge though. It's that like thick cut stuff. All right, I got your eggs, man. Canadian years, 1 Earth Week.
I don't mean to be pushy, but I really.
I mean, I measure it by days that are minus 30 Celsius. Did I put maple syrup in salads? No. What exactly are you worried about here?
Recent scans of the tree have suggested that a significant portion of the interior is liquefied.
Oh.
Obviously, some small percentage of its internal workings is always liquid to allow for the transfer of nutrients and so forth, but this, well, I've never seen anything like it. If it continues to increase, I'm concerned the entire tree may collapse, and I'm also worried about other secondary effects.
What do you mean, secondary effects?
It's too soon to speculate. I'd very much like to see the additional data before I say more.
I mean, how do you think we make maple syrup? Liquid trees. You'll get to the bottom of this.
I appreciate your confidence. The sooner I have all the available data, the sooner I can make an assessment.
I've got all your sensors right here.
So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my.
This guy just takes off.
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
That doesn't sound like good news.
Well, from a certain point of view. In an, admittedly, somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow,
the tree's fighting back.
Consequences for the city.
It's like they're happening all over again.
Disastrous. I
You
must
ever see
consult
that
with
movie?
my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Better be like 1,000 credits. Oh, it's 2,000 credits. My expectations were doubled. Man. All right. Go talk to Sergeant Yumi. I'm getting lost in side quest hell, friends. Dun 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 dun. Oishi! That means delicious. Alright. Here we
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the map.
to deter the Crimson Fleet.
That is so romantic.
It was absolutely perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better proposal.
Are there actually any true coincidences? Who's to know?
Hey, you wanna help me move some stuff into my new apartment?
Why am I constantly wearing this spacesuit?
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
That's all I need.
Okay.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
I have no idea. Join now. Do it.
Sarah, good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Matteo and Rosa at the Sanctum.
I'd hardly call it an incident, more of a debate, really. But I appreciate it just the same.
Not a problem. In the meantime, maybe you could tell him to take it down a notch.
Can do. Thanks again, Sergeant.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Job? Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Sure. Tell me what I need to do.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
Oh yeah, totally. I was head of security for the Astro Lounge on Neon for like 8 years.
Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
You mentioned Aegis. Who are they?
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalls. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Why am I bringing this package here and not Aegis?
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any questions.
I already know what Mast is. It's the conglomerate for managing this place.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
How convenient. Okay. Let's go look at some brownouts. Man, my vertical's crazy. I should start playing Spaceball or something. The well.
Something to report?
Kind of reminds me of a fatter Ramir. And darker, but the wig is about the same.
That's how my parents ended up settling.
There are always about a million things to do. And I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming.
Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
Who's Carl?
Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here.
Could assist you.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get
there. Okay. Why not, I guess. Kind of looks like me with short hair.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
What the heck is going on with this place? Can I climb up this? That'd be pretty cool. Nope. Why not, I guess. Just like Spider-Man my way to victory here. This is opened with a computer. It's even up here. A bunch of workbenches and stuff. So how do I get in there? The question of the day. Yeah, everything's getting way more crazy expensive. I was reading a report today that suggests that half of Canadians were living paycheck to paycheck. 50% of people just like barely making ends meet. Rookie numbers indeed. Wait, didn't I already establish that this actually works here somewhere? Oh my god. Ah!
I don't even need a gun.
Big Bruno is a chonker. My bad, Sarah. Chunks pie repackaged. Amazing. From Nico. A friend of mine told me you're looking to purchase a Model S. Yeah. Tofu. Music reminds you of the Hunger Games. Just like generic, you know, thoughtful sort of whatever. Nice. So I just stole a bunch of stuff and it counts as stolen? Nice. This guy doesn't think about cleaning his bathroom. Ever. Alright. So this counts as stolen. I don't know if it matters. I just don't want to be carrying on contraband if I can avoid it. Something in here. Synth ham meat. Fortunately, credits are pretty anonymous. Well, I guess Big Bruno messed him up. And that was that. Never tofu somebody. That's the lesson to learn here.
You should be near the next junction box.
Don't eat
if those squatters never clear
chunks.
Out,
okay.
I would suggest avoiding eye contact. That should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
I don't feel like going in the front door, you know?
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of fill attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
I'm a genius.
Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
I got super lucky. Amazing. Should I have my scanner on in this place? I guess I should. Interesting. Look at you.
You won't find anything at Enric's. That place is where good selection goes to die.
Are you a pilot?
I'm working on it. Taking the UC Vanguard exams. Saving up for my own ship. You know how it works. It's just taking a little longer than I expected.
I'm something of a pilot myself.
Damn, hotshot. What are you doing down here then? This is the last place I'd be.
What can you tell me about the well?
You want food? Go to Case. You want an attitude? Try Jake's. You want to feel empty inside? Get your bags and move in. Seriously though, this place is half doom and all gloom, which is precisely why I'm leaving.
Living the dream. I agree. This place is depressing.
Yeah. The only saving grace is you stay here long enough, you forget about the smell. Later.
See you, nerd. Who the hell are you?
I help out Henrik from time to time. Not very often these days, but that's fine.
Slow day in here, isn't it?
Maybe a little, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? Better than all the noise and attention topside, if you ask me.
All right.
Stay out of
I
trouble.
don't care what you do, man. I just steal stuff from people. I guess I don't have the ability to pickpocket. Not yet, anyway. Secure access. I have literally no idea where I am. Nice. I'm gonna take a bath while you're down here. This game kind of reminds me of Deus Ex Invisible War. Just the feel of it. Which isn't necessarily a good thing, to be honest, because that game was pretty ass. Oh, I've been here before. Yeah, I did. I actually really like Deus Ex in general, but that game I could not finish. And then Human Revolution dropped, and it kind of redeemed this series. And then the last one after that was, I don't know, a departure from form.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Yeah, it was really solid. As long as the money's good, I'll do what needs doing.
Right, sure. Of course. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
Is it going to involve violence? In which case, let's do it.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
I've got your back.
Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Big gun, big dick. Obviously. Actually, speaking of big dicks. Combat. So I don't understand how ballistics is any different than pistols. Ah, I see. Ballistics is the more general application, and it provides less of a damage boost. I do want rifle certification at some point. No, this is fine. Let's double check that this is actually ballistics.
I am not going to help you murder these.
Sarah Morgan is angry with me. Oh, it does count. Okay, perfect. We have learned something today. Ballistics are, in fact, any gun. Sarah Morgan, you just told me you didn't care about what was going on. Can you come here? and make those statements. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Escort missions are the worst, to be honest. Where's the trade authority? There it is. Pew, 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 pew. One day, escort quests will not exist, and the world will rejoice.
Just says scoundrel followed by a lot of expletives.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear.
Even in the well, the trade authority continues to flourish. Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this
Cousin
to
it here.
if we can avoid it, okay?
I won't fire the first shot, but I will fire the last one.
That's dramatic, but reassuring, I guess.
All right.
Hey. Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? Hey, I thought you were out there, you know, solving.
Sounds like BS to me, but we'll see. I'm gonna get murked. Somebody's gonna ambush me. I'm gonna have to murder a whole bunch of people. It's just gonna be bad times in general. Wait, what's going on here? I can feel it. Is it actually in the building? And I'm just dumb?
Nice suit.
Thanks, buddy.
Best watch your pockets around me.
Okay, okay. Oh, this is Bruno's place, or whatever his name is. Sorry, Tofu Man. He's like, you've been tofu'd. And somebody murders him.
I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed.
No, his name is like
Once you throw the switch,
Topher or something.
next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
This is box 45A. No, like Topher.
Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of MAS knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great, and that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see what this is. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Okay. So I gotta get out of here.
Having a good one?
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation.
In the
Before she
meantime,
returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
I'm going to be corrupt as fudge. So we're definitely going to take them up on that offer. Let's go. Wait. Oh, there we go. The Settled Systems News Network.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a
That's me after blow maxing.
on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
Oh, I'm such a secret agent. And use elevators. These plants, they're basically identical. Novice level pick.
Easy money.
Such a professional. Skin cream bottle. It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. What's going on here? I'm gonna secure the area first. Okay. Unauthorized computer. Program update. Current slicing target. ATM transaction fees. 0.001 credits per transaction. This is the office space thing. The guys got creative with the rewiring. You should have all the juice you need to run the program non-stop. So stop messaging me and get to work. I expect my cut soon. And keep the damn door locked. Last thing we need is someone poking around. Even if Galbank notices the missing funds, they won't have a way to trace it. We call it a malfunction and wipe the records like they always do. Money's all digital anyway. They can literally just make as much as they want. Sick. Nice. All right, let's go back to the Trade Authority and hand in some details. Get our payday. Criminal life. Amoral scumbags. Living the dream. Yeah, that's all I lived for. Why is there this spot here? Oh, I can't swim? No underwater shenanigans, apparently. Your dreams from stars to stars. Trident luxury lines. This elevator sucks. Alright, let's go to the Trade Authority. Should be good.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Do you have something for me?
They're literally in front of each other. Here's what I found.
I'm glad you made the right decision. I'll look this over and make sure that Mast gets just as much as they need, not a bit more. The Trade Authority will not forget what you've done for us.
Perfect.
I thought we were a team.
You thought wrong.
Oh my. Someone was attempting to hack Galbang? And at a glance, it appears they may have had some success. This will make for some entertaining late-night reading. Well, Miss Reyes, it's been such a pleasure having you here. I'll be sure and pass along my compliments to your superiors.
I hope whatever that is, it's worthless to you. And you know, I'm still not sure you weren't behind this all along, whatever this is.
I'm sorry to hear you say that. I was trying to be sincere. Well, in any event, thank you for a wonderful diversion from my usual work.
I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3! I totally understand that Mast has a tremendous amount to keep track of.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
Yeah. Curses. You pulled my cover.
No one she's sent so far has had any hint of a sense of humor. So either she's getting craftier, or you're not working for her. Please, let me know if I can assist you further.
I'm interested in doing work for the Trade Authority.
That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then.
Can you tell me more about the mission boards and where to find them?
Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest a spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet.
Sick mitts. Okay. This place is pretty boring.
You have a nice...
What else we got? Speak with Kelton Fresh, the tree guy.
Hey now.
Let's do it.
Jake's is a good place to do contacts. It's got the right amount of booze and the right amount of schmooze.
Schmooze and booze. Living the dream. I gotta go around. Might force my way around this. Ugh. The right amount of schmooze, the right amount of booze. Maybe I should go into Jake's. What's up, Kelton?
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again.
Looks like you're still hard at work.
Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that?
This guy reminds me of Data Basics.
Concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities,
can you imagine if trees just screeched all day? Staring at trees and dropping puns. Sounds like it's time for the tree to come down.
You are not the first to suggest it. However, until I have all the data and a clear picture of what's going on, I am not willing to concede the point. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it.
Why does he have a spit shield?
If you understand me.
Let me guess. Coworker and jilted lover.
What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here.
Is that sap just gooing on him?
And so far, he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
I get it. You want me to squeeze him, make him squirm?
I suggested nothing of the sort. Although, now that I think about it, I confess, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Anyway, no. I just need his data. I am sure that can be acquired without force, or the threat of it. 90% sure. The last time I saw him, he was being assigned to sample collection out near the agricultural areas. I'm sure you'll find him there.
Perfect. Out on a limb. Talk to Emilio. These trees are trying to kill us. Hello, Emilio.
Research happening here.
Talk to me.
Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
I'm on mass business too. Need some research data on trees.
Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
Why are you so against helping him?
Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in MAST. I'm not going to forgive that, ever.
Kelton says this isn't about him. Lives could be at stake.
Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm
it's gonna be doctored.
To do so after you've helped me secure a better position in MAST.
What the? What do you want me to do?
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
Fine.
Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair.
What do I
I found
care?
a backdoor into the mass network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked.
How about you just give me Kelvin's data now, and we skip the rest?
Sorry, that's not on the table.
Must be a way we can work this out.
There is, and I already explained exactly what it is.
Handing over the data is the right thing to do.
Advancing my career is the right thing to do, so that's what I'm focused on.
This isn't the way to get ahead.
I just want to make a name for myself, you know? I'm sure you can understand. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you. Okay?
Now he's speaking
An
my
extra
language.
bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
Fine, I'll do it for the credits, but you better not stiff me,
Oh, good.
or I'll turn you into a
Thank God.
stiff.
You really had me on the ropes there. Listen, this will be good for the both of us, okay? Just get in, access her terminal, delete the files, and get out. Really simple.
And probably murder the chief engineer while I'm at it. What exactly is this data I'm deleting for you?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just, pretty much everything in my personnel file. Most of it is fine, of course. I'm good at what I do. I just received a few very unfair reviews recently, and I figure, why not start over completely?
The old clean slate. Used it myself once or twice.
Well then, you totally understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes you just have to take matters into your own hands. Or, I guess, force them into the hands of someone who needs something from you.
What exactly do you do at Mast?
Between you and me, as little as possible.
You're
I'm
right,
just
data
kidding, of
basics.
course. I work really, really hard at my job. Studied in computational bioscience, did some time in agrogenetics. These days, I just help out wherever I can. Waiting for a good opportunity. Maybe an opening in administration. You know how it goes.
So how did this guy manage to get data that I care about, or this guy cares about, rather? If he's clearly a screw up. Hooah! 360. Get the rhabdo.
Yeah, I officially passed my certificate.
Let's go. Bethesda. Okay. Yeah, this is some art. Why are there just cred sticks everywhere? All right, let's break into some chick's apartment. This isn't creepy. Did I screw up? I guess the answer is probably. Wait, this doesn't work at all. Wait, do I not have any digipicks? How did I completely bork this up? I don't have any digipicks. Ugh. Where do I get digipicks? It's not gonna be cold here. It'll be like the Outlander place or something. Centurion, maybe?
You know, there's something to be said for Brand. Is that a surprise? Only the fun.
Nope. I don't remember where the generic places are. Can I buy them? I have no idea, man. But I better be able to. Later, Sarah. She's got corns. That's pretty gross.
As you can see, traffic is good.
Ah, this is what I wanted. Outland. Let's hope for the best.
I would. If there's anything you need, please do. I hope.
Okay, this was not what I wanted either.
Be careful out.
How about we go down to the well? I can remember the way down there. There was another way to get in there from the lodge. This is the back side of the lodge, I think.
It spends a fortune to maintain the lodge, but I'd say it's worth every credit.
Actually, I might be able to make them, come to think of it. Cannot. Didn't realize there's a research lab here. I could make some adaptive frames. Constellation mission board. Cool. Okay. Where is the passage into the well? There it is. I think this leaves the well. Maybe not. Maybe there isn't a way for me to get in there from here. Well, I was hoping for the best, but definitely did not get rewarded. All right.
I can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
Oh my god. Where is the well? I could have sworn it was based on the residential district. Okay. Nope. Wrong elevator. This is literally where I came from. It was one of these elevators, though. You had a bunch of different options. Maybe it was a commercial area. Apparently, I'm completely wrong.
I need to head over to the Trade Authority later. On notes.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day.
Yeah, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. How about this? Yeah, this looks scuzzy enough. This is the stank I was looking for. Let's go see what we can find.
On the tip of my tongue.
Howdy. Excuse me.
Needed something? Ask. Otherwise,
Are SARMs worth the gains? I don't know. It's a question you have to ask yourself.
what's it gonna be?
I'll take a drink.
Yeah. All right.
Is consuming a chemical with no toxicology data on humans
Well, bye.
worth a risk for any potential recovery or androgen receptor gains? It's up to you, man.
So close to getting fired.
Up there, huh? Space?
Thing about the trade business? You won't find a better selection or more reasonable.
What? Are there no digipics anywhere? Yep.
Anything else? You know where to find us.
Not sure if those are ruins.
US, I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but
Let's see what you got.
absolutely.
Digipic. No? Ugh.
You need something else? I'll be here.
Maybe it was that area electronics place. Oh, this guy. What do you got, man?
Don't mind me. Just a weary man, resting his feet. All right then.
It's Fallout, man. I'm not even gonna try to pretend.
No, can't say I'll have what you need. But you're welcome to.
See what you got for sale, man.
You got it.
Oh, there we go. Give me them all. What the hell are these circuit boards for? ISO-centered magnet.
Stop by anytime.
Vast too. Yeah, it's huge.
During the war, we had these things called battle staves. I didn't fight in them on my trip. I just used them.
Recreational battle stims. You know, sometimes after a day of shopping and picking out the perfect handbag, I just want to get roided out like a legionnaire. Oh god. Can you imagine? Sometimes I just feel too girly, you know? Oh, VATS. No, no VATS. It's all real time. Perfect. Okay, so basically the issue is I've been lining stuff up, right, and it works. But then I get to wave 2 and it just wrecks me.
Nicely done.
It's typical Bethesda. We just ignore those things. You know what? I'm gonna eat this sandwich. Delicious. I will just steal one of the slippers. Why is the left on the right, but the right is on the left? Can I just take a nap in this person's bedroom? Tch. Let's just be an E. Take a nap.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead.
No recommendations. 3 prior reports for insubordination, reprimanded for missing deadlines, reported by Fresh Kelton. Mr. Haddock refused to carry out assignments, stating they were beneath him, and there are plenty of idiots who can scrape bark. Mr. Haddock was removed from his research team and placed on administrative leave. You know, I'm okay with this. The guy's a potato. Recommendations. Report for obsessive behavior, reported by Chief Sargon. Attempting to ambush President Abello. You know, I'll purge his files too, because why the hell not? Nobody needs these to exist. Both squeaky clean, yo. Sure. All right, the deed has been done. Kind of cool that the galaxy map has the gravity lines. Oop.
If it isn't Kelton's little errand runner.
Wow.
You have some good news for me?
Your records are now clear.
They sure are. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. And because I am a man of my word, here are the extra credits I promised.
Sick. Nice. Later, nerd. This is Spider-Man.
If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the master roll.
One can dream,
I hope
man.
you have the data. It's really quite crucial.
Yeah. You owe me for this, Kelton. More than you know.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on not knowing. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
What are the chances that's actually the case? I'll do anything if the credits are good. And I do mean anything, chat.
That is hardly reassuring. It is, in fact, the exact opposite. Still, though, thank you for your assistance.
Yeah. So why exactly would I want to join the Vanguard? Can I join literally every group of people? Shit, I'm pretty sure I can just warp there. Alright, maybe not. Lies have been uttered.
I wonder if I'm missing
There we go. Some bright outfit. Welcome to the viewport. What? What do you want?
Do you have room for one more on your crew?
Not really, no.
Hey, it's your loss.
I guess.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there, new guy. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
She's stuck in a loop. So what's the word around town?
Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me.
It's your
Sure,
choice,
they ran a
Bubblehead.
couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell.
What's the word around town?
I hear there's some sort of citizens group. When I
Yeah,
first heard
right.
about it, I thought it would... And it's not like they're ever coming back. House for room.
I thought I was supposed to talk to this person
See you
for some
around.
reason.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Hope to see you again soon.
Oh god. The Hunter.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
Scary? No. Just looks like you're trying too hard.
Ouch. 2 minutes into this conversation and I'm already getting sized up. Well, outside heroic individuals like yourself, the suit can give people pause. That can be handy when I need it.
So you're saying you're a thug?
I guess maybe I am. Hell, I've been everything else in life. Why not add that to the list? I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
As long as I'm the winner, it sounds fine by me.
Yeah, you got that right. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Yeah, I'm literally supposed to talk to this person.
Hey
Why?
there, new guy. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know.
Business seems to be booming for you.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide.
I don't buy it.
First, thanks so much for your unwavering support. Second, in fact, you cannot buy it, because I don't have everything I need for the recipe. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
It sounds like the sort of thing that could drive one to drink.
Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Sure sounds like you need a helping hand.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
I'm in. Who do I need to kill?
What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that.
Imagine a game where you're just a lawyer running around just lawyering up on everybody. Sure. I'll do whatever I can.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting
Sarah Morgan did not like that.
you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
No hostages? Well, there goes my idea.
Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right?
How do I get what you need?
I'm obviously not expecting you.
Do you have any information to go off of?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
Wow, rude. What have you tried already?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff...
Totally.
I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, yeah?
I'll figure something out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
All right, Sarah Morgan.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. So what do you think, chat? Guns blazing? Why is violence so effective at cutting through red tape? It's my ship. It's been a long time since I've been here. What's up, Vasco? Later.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
I got some cargo that was impounded. I need access to it.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
I understand. You can't let everyone through. Rules are rules.
Thank you.
I'm sure we can work something out.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
I understand. I'm not trying to make things difficult.
There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. I'm gonna need you to clear out of here, or else I'll have to call security.
So I succeeded at the hard one, but not the easy one. Okay, this doesn't look right. This one might be. Okay. Does this actually fit somewhere? It does. Okay. Okay.
Make sure you check every entry. There might be some embedded data we could use to our advantage.
Been caught tampering with a lock. My bad.
Security, you're under arrest. Special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
You're not gonna tell me what's going on here?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
What about my ship?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
I'm ready.
Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
What the crap?
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
There's nothing to discuss.
Well, we'll see about that. First, let me see what we're working with here. Seems you had a bit of a reckless past. Always fancied yourself as a wild one, eh? We can work with that. I also see that you mined on Vectera. And now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
Let's just get to the point.
I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do?
Well, I know you kidnap people.
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't remember asking how you felt about anything. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
It sounds personal.
It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
I didn't realize coercion was a part of UC SysDev's code of ethics.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
How do you know I can even handle this type of operation?
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me.
Do I have to decide right now?
You aren't leaving until I have an answer.
Rip. Alright, fine.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
God damn it.
All right, let's go.
All right, on that cliffhanger, I am going to call it a night. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you found the game interesting. There will definitely be more of this nonsense tomorrow, at the very least. Anyway, definitely enjoyable. If you like Fallout, you like this game. If you don't like Fallout, I want to look elsewhere. You have yourself a good night too, Nikoko. Stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time. Every song is precious. Every song is great. If a song is wasted, God gets quite irate.
Proceed
Yeah.
to next mission.
Definitely behind. Don't like getting rammed? Hell yeah. Especially on the weekend, it gives me a day or two to recover.